Will Tom Brady's ownership of Jack Del Rio's defense continue when Denver visits New England?
And can Wes Welker make it a true revenge game in his return to Foxborough?
These questions and more answered in a very emotional War Room Sunday Night Football preview.
Denver at New England. Manning Brady 14. Happy Manning Brady Day to you, sir.
Oh, God, I want it to be Happy Manning Brady Day to me as well, but it's just, I am full-blown Ron Burgundy in a glass case of emotion about this game because I don't have enough to worry about when the arch nemesis of my favorite quarterback on my favorite team comes to town and my defense is all banged up and full Lohan and emotional Bruce Jenner.
Aqib Talib and Kyle Arrington are both injured, will play, but are hobbled, going against the deepest and most talented collection of wide receivers and receiving threats, maybe in NFL history.
Yeah, maybe the most potent passing attack in the history of the NFL, which now features my former favorite wide receiver that is under 5'9" and played at Texas Tech, going against my new favorite wide receiver who's 5'9" and went undrafted out of Texas Tech. I mean, like, it's just so hard to think. Like, there's so much that goes into a Manning-Brady matchup, and now you just throw in for the heck of it, like the Welker return game as well. Like this is just like you can't get a bigger and a sexier matchup. This is an incredible game, but from a fantasy perspective, here's where things could go awry, different, askew, or just may not go the way we thought they are. But we are who they thought they are. Because the weather is going to be terrible in Foxborough
5 degrees wind chill right now.
Yeah, that's now.
Yeah.
And right now the sun is pointed at Foxborough. Now you see what happens is later the earth is going to spin and the sun will be pointed somewhere else. So there'll be the moon. Now the moon does not generate heat.
No?
No, it does not. It reflects.
This is really, really compelling.
It is very compelling.
New
It's going to
information.
be freezing. It's going to be zero. It's going to feel like zero. Now, Peyton Manning already is having a tremendous season, but he doesn't have a lot of zip or mustard on the ball. Now you make it 0 degrees outside, hostile environment, Belichick trying to do everything he possibly can to cut off the short passing game. It's going to be miserable. That pig DNA in his neck is going to freeze up. I don't think he's going to have the night we think he is. I do like the Denver Rushers, though, tonight.
Yeah, the Denver Rushers. And also, Julius Thomas is questionable. Kind of a game-time decision.
He's actually worse off. Welker is probable, passed all the concussion tests. He's going to regret doing that 20 years from now. But
yeah.
Julius Thomas has a bum knee, got hit really hard last week. This could be the kind of night where he catches a pass, gets hit hard, and then we see him hobble off the sidelines again. So if you're counting on him as a TE1 or a flex, temper your expectations.
Let me ask you, Patriots fan, who do you like as a fantasy start on offense?
I like Brady. I like Ridley. Ridley had a huge game last year against Denver. Here's a couple things I want to relay about Tom Brady as pertains to playing against Denver and then playing against Jack Del Rio's defenses. Brady has 12 touchdowns versus 1 interception in his last 5 games against the Broncos. Brady in his last 6 games against Jack Del Rio-led defenses, 5 of them were Jacksonville, 1 was Denver. 14 touchdowns, 0 picks, 122 passer rating, almost 1,500 yards passing, 75% completion ratio.
So you like Tom Brady as a start?
Kind of like Brady. Love the Gronk, and I think you talk like Wes Welker has a chip on his shoulder coming into tonight's game. Obviously wants to stick it to Belichick. How about Amendola wanting to show everyone, hey, you know what? They made the right decision. I'm not Welker, but I play like him.
I'm going to add Shane Vereen to the mix. I think he's a great start in PPR leagues. He looked great last week, catching the ball.
8 catches last week.
Not much rushing the ball, but kind of very much like the tiny Darren Sproles in New Orleans, where just a great pass-catching threat. I think I'm going to temper my expectations with Wes Welker. I think that Bill Belichick is such a sour, vindictive coach that he would rather get beaten by Demaryius Thomas than by Wes Welker. I think I could see Wes Welker with a little bit of a letdown game. And Bill Belichick even losing the game just to shut down Wes Welker.
And for any of you that are in outer space later on tonight, if you see a really bright orange plume coming from the Brooklyn area, that's me burning it because the Patriots lost to the Broncos and Welker caught the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, I can see that happening too.